Hey, welcome back to the Eric Mays Show. It's been a long time since I came in the studio and recorded a show. I pass everybody in the street, in the store, at work, wherever I go, and they say, when is we going to see another show? So get on the phone, call people now, tell them the Eric Mays Show is on. Should I do like the regular TV? Should I say this is the new Eric Mays Show, the new fall series? You always have a new show in the fall. But I'm going to probably run this show more than once or twice, because remember, all my shows deals with politics, local politics, FIint politics, and so that's what this show will be about today. It should be a good show. It'll be an interesting show. Just trust me. Call people right now. Call your friends, your relatives, your neighbors. Tell them the Eric Mays Show is on. This ain't 5 minutes in front of City Council. This is a whole hour, the Eric Mays Show.
Objection, Judge, that was previously...
Objection.
I object.
After objection, as FIint City Councilman Eric Mays begins defending himself against drunk driving charges.
I'm doing my best to try to represent myself.
Mays' best includes removing his dentures in court, saying they interfered with his breathalyzer test.
But I had to prove my point to the jury. These people are not telling the truth and didn't do a thorough job.
Mays accused of driving drunk the wrong way on Interstate 475 last November.
I ain't told nobody that I was out drinking with Don Williamson.
Mays maintains he was set up, and this trial is just a way to get him to resign.
I haven't resigned yet, and I don't plan to resign. This council didn't have the political will, and some of them ain't had the political will to meet and do their job. Mr. Davis, you got the worst attendance record of any council person I've seen in 30 years.
Point of order.
Well, let's see what his point of order is.
We need this meeting to continue to run productive.
Yeah.
We don't have to be trying to throw people laundry out or whatever people is doing. It's okay. They just talk about the business. They just talk about the business.
I'm going to enforce the rules if we can't.
They just talk about the business.
The business is political decision. This is an appeal on me calling y'all handkerchief head Negroes. And so I'm going to talk about handkerchief head Negroes in the appeal. Win, lose, or draw. That's what this appeal is about. I call you and him a handkerchief head Negro. Now y'all don't want me to say handkerchief head Negro in the appeal? What do you want me to say? Mr. Murphy, handkerchief head Negro. Councilman Murphy, handkerchief head Negro. Quincy Murphy, handkerchief head Negro. I know your name. Hell, I know y'all. And Ms. Lewis, you can sit up there all you want talking about we need decorum. I can go video after video where you and Quincy done attack me left and right. We can't get nothing done. He's a disgrace to this council. You just said it. I've been here for about 10 years, and y'all came on in November, didn't vote for me for president, and disgraced me the whole time, giving speeches. We're not going to be able to get no work done until we get him out of there. He's a disgrace. And you think I'm going to sit here and applaud you? You're a handkerchief head Negro. Say it again. If I offended anybody, I regret it. But I'm offended when I'm acting under a dictatorship, keep getting arrested, ain't nobody saying nothing, they eating popcorn, talking about it's a clown show. It ain't no clown show, we trying to run a city. Folks interfering with elections, throwing elected officials out repeatedly, and people watching it on video talking about it's a clown show. I'd rather have Mr. Neely than Weaver. Bottom line. Y'all want Mr. Murphy to holler some more and get excited. I should put on the floor a resolution, no shut-offs into 2023 until we can get this program together. No, I'm not going with that, no. Let Mr. Neely call him down there and trick him. Look at him. They ain't never been in a mayor's office before. I've been in mayor's offices since Woodrow Stanley, Wallen, Weaver, Don Williamson. It's new to them. You tricked them. Hey, I need to talk to you. Oh, I got a call to go to the mayor's office.
Point of order.
What's your point?
He's mimicking and he out of order, basically. That has nothing to do with what the motion that's on the floor.
Mr.
Yes,
Mays,
it do.
Mr. Mays, please
Who
state.
gets calls to come down there to support? It's called lobbying. You being lobbied by the mayor. I ain't out of order. You just embarrassed.
Okay, Mr. Mays.
You warned her for a privileged motion because she called the point of information. That's my point of order. Now you rule whether or not she can say point of information and not be out of order when he talks.
Mr. Mays, according to the disorderly person city code subsection, any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of the Flint City Code
I'm gonna ask to
subsection
be
3110.
excused because y'all in the
And
middle of
disorderly
that
conduct,
trial.
assault and battery, disorderly person
Point
will
of
be subject
order.
for arrest for a misdemeanor.
Point of
Any
order.
person who prevents the
Point
peaceful,
of order.
orderly conduct of
Point
the
of
meeting,
order.
giving one warning.
Point of order.
They persist in
Point of
disrupting
order.
this meeting, that individual will be subject to
Point of
arrest.
order.
Violators shall be removed from
Point
the
of
meeting.
order.
Mr. Mays, you are in violation.
Point of order.
You are in violation
for
of
not
the
entertaining
disorderly
a point of
person
order.
subsection. So we're asking
This
if
meeting ain't
Officer
that
Metcalf,
important. Point of order. I'm
Mr.
asking to be excused from this
Mr. Mays,
meeting.
you are in violation.
We all
And
gone.
in
You
accordance
keep
to section
rolling.
3110.
This meeting adjourned for lack of a quorum at this point. Lack of a quorum.
Special Affairs meeting is now adjourned for lack of quorum at 5:53.
Point of information.
What's your point?
190208 is not in this, right? I'm leaving.
You can vote yes, you can vote no, or you can abstain. You can't, he's voting no.
No, I'm not voting no.
Go on to the next person. Go to the next person.
You don't have two votes. You got your vote. I'll pass.
Then he abstained, he's not passing.
He has to have a reason to abstain, though.
Then he's absent.
He's absent.
Markham is absent.
Okay.
You can mark it how you want.
Ms.
If
Poplar?
we gonna get out of hand, you gonna end up in court. My vote is for the people I
Ms. Poplar?
represent, I pass.
Mr. Mays,
And if the record
I'm
don't
asking you to
reflect
take
it,
your seat.
I wouldn't care when you get to telling me how I vote.
Mr. Mays, you're out of
Chief,
order.
you wanna take me, I had a chief take me out because I'm gonna stand for the
Mr.
people
Mays,
I
I'm
represent.
ruling you out of order and asking you to
well,
take
then
your
don't
seat.
speak my vote. When
I'm
I
ruling
speak,
you out of
the
order
record
and-
reflect what I say.
Chief, can you please ask Mr. Mays to leave the building?
Ms.
To leave
Poplar?
the building?
To leave the building, or
Okay.
whatever you guys do with.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Your
see, I
business.
want him to ask me, and when you ask me, chief, I'm gonna go, and it's gonna reflect on you, and Ron Fonda, what I want you to do is make sure you said that he said my pass was a no, and then my no was an absent. Now get that,
I don't have it.
and then I hope I get to get my coat, because he ain't got but one vote. And I'll get arrested, I'll fight, go to jail when a council president tries to change my vote. He ain't got but one vote. So, chief, they're asking you to do it, I'll stand here and let you do it officially. But I'm gonna fuss for the people I represent. If I say pass, it's a pass. It ain't a no. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna demand respect for the first ward. My pass ain't no no.
Councilman, I'm asking you to take your seat, or I'm going to ask you to be removed because you're disrupting the council meeting.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with that. So you're backing up on what you said
No, I'm backing up because I don't have my paper. in
because
front of
you
me.
don't know law. You're gonna get sued.
Y'all, anything for the camera. Anything for the camera. We need clean water. We need our trash picked up.
We need justice.
Reports in seconds. What he should have did was when he called the officer, he should have asked for the second. God is good because guess what? The record will show Vicky Van Buren said support, and then after he prematurely called the officer, she withdrew her support. This is wrong, it's premature. We have a new city attorney, that's the prosecutor. We have a new chief of police. I have no beef with this officer. What I have contract of Republic against a legal low bid. In the 3-year contract, Mterra was the lowest bid. In the 5-year contract, Rizzo was the lowest bidder. Whatever they're trying to do, I think this will highlight some of it because I'm a man of principle and this is how I stand for right. I can assure you. Why, when it get to me, we wasting time? But all these folks who put the appeal ain't wasting time. That's my point. Quit singling me out as a time waster. Single some of these folks out for once in y'all life as time wasters. It ain't funny to me, Griggs. It ain't funny to me, Gary. I sit here quietly. And the minute I start talking, here go that old stereotype, time-wasting stereotype. Who does that repeatedly? Who wants to live in a stereotype shell? Black's lazy. First ward councilman wasting time. He's irrelevant. Don't y'all get it? We went through this with Kerry and Jackie Poplar and them putting a hand up in my face. I'm not gonna, every time I speak, be belittled when I'm making points by this council. Don't y'all get it? The time wasted was with her when she appealed it. And I'm telling you, when she sees she losing, I want to withdraw it. You done wasted time, tell her. Quit picking at me about the great waster of time. I'm here to do business.
Can Mays sum it up? Are you serious?
Yes, I believe he can.
Miss Fields, I know Juan Tez ain't gonna protect me when you attack me, but are you serious? Who do you think you talking to and about?
Mr. Mays, sum it up, please.
I'm tired of her and a bunch of more of them.
Okay, let's go.
They don't talk to me. They can talk behind my back, but is you serious?
Will you keep your hands to be serious?
I'm dead serious about all this discrimination, different treatment. Miss Poplar, enough is enough.
Sum it up, Mr. Mays, please.
Enough is enough.
Miss Poplar?
Here we got serious issues, and y'all playing the same game you've been playing for months.
And that I've been here almost 5 hours, how much, 4 hours? And I'm not really sure what we've gotten done so far.
3 hours. We've been here 3 hours, but go ahead.
4 hours.
Ms. Worthing, we started at 4:30. Okay.
4 hours, by the time I leave, nothing will get done. My point. Thank you.
When you leave, allow it.
Thank you. So, is anybody?
Point of order.
You guys, come on, Mr. Mays. Unacceptable. Will not be tolerated. That's your only warning.
When these folks do wrong the way they done treated me, I ain't studying them. Miss Liddell Lewis wants to call her Dr. Lewis, but you ain't a doctor in council rules and adequate in procedure. You might be a doctor in whatever you study, but you ain't a doctor.
Point of order. Is that a personal attack?
No, he did. What did he said? That you're just not a doctor in the city council. He said you're by your title, Councilwoman Lewis. That's not an attack, Miss Lewis.
Okay, and I'll take to the other side. Is that germane to what we're talking about?
Well, he's speaking to finishing up what you stated. So, but he's going off from that part. Councilman Mays, just
Madam
go
Chair,
ahead and
let
finish
me wrap
your
up
last
if I
couple
may.
of
I got the right to criticize her worst attendance record, Miss Worthing's attendance record, because they leaving and jumping ship in the middle of council business and motions. The number of people here that got elected affect votes. The people didn't vote and spend their vote for all of these.
Councilman Mays, hold on just a second. Councilman Murphy, did you need to say something? Because I just believe you said profanity towards me. Do you want to share that with everyone?
I was not talking in general
No,
to you, but
no.
if you want me
I
to say
do.
what I'm saying,
I do.
I
Point
told her I am not going to allow y'all to be sitting
Point
up
of
here
order.
talking
Okay,
stuff.
excuse me.
That's what I said.
You said what?
You heard what I said.
No, I
I'm not
didn't.
going to sit up here and allow y'all to be sitting up
I
here
would.
talking stuff.
And I'm not going to allow you to be howling.
And I'm
Since you
going
wanna
to
know.
give you, I'm going to give you
Mr.
a
Metcalf, can
warning.
you
I don't
come
care.
take
Your
care of this
warning.
foolishness?
You have been
Madam
warned.
Chair.
Councilman
Now
Mays,
do it
please
again and
finish.
you'll be gone.
Please finish, Councilman Mays.
Say what?
Okay, Councilman Murphy, I just heard you.
I ain't saying
You
nothing.
did too. I
You
heard
did.
you, and I'm looking right at you. I'm asking you to leave
Get
the
him
meeting,
outta
and
here.
I heard you. Officer Metcalf, I'm asking him to leave on his own.
I-
But I
I'm
heard,
getting
excuse
up outta
me,
here.
and I need you to leave silently, please, because I heard everything that you said over there. You can well, no, I'm right here.
Madam Chair, let me wrap up before that 5-minute bill goes. This crowd is a little much. A little much. You got one of them lying, talking about I called them MF and B's. You got another one over here constantly been acting a fool, and it's been the same crowd. Now, they've tainted some council folks. We didn't start this year out for this nonsense. Just a bunch of nonsense. I'll be voting to move these resolutions to council, but it didn't take all that.
Hold on, wait a minute, Councilman.
Ain't nothing going on around me, is it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
and that is not behavior.
What happened?
Yeah, you do not jump like you're gonna jump on. We don't do that. We don't do
No,
that.
because I self-defense myself and been and did something.
That is, no.
You know, that's how I caught my first felony at age 28.
Councilman Mays,
I'm the type guy, you
Councilman
shoot
Mays,
me
your
in the
time is
head,
up. Your
I'll
time-
die, but
Your
you ain't
time
gonna play
is up,
with
or
me.
I'm gonna have to, excuse me.
Okay,
Thank you.
because I'm full grown, and I don't play.
Madam Chair.
So he's just out here to agitate and provoke people. He's just out here to agitate and provoke people. Why don't you just go away?
No, I ain't going away.
We don't want
This is the city I was born in.
You here agitating.
This is the city I was born in.
agitating.
I'm not going away because y'all want to be disrespectful.
Leave like the league.
I'm not going nowhere. Y'all disrespectful, you're ignorant, and it's a fact. You're the truth. I was saying something was wrong with the water.
After me.
It ain't no rules. Let him keep on, Mr. Nelson. I can handle myself. I'm a blast him.
Point of information.
It ain't no rules. Let him keep on interrupting and talking crazy as I talk. Mr. Davis, I heard you was on my brother's name show, fixing your voice like mine, talking about distributing water like Amway. So you keep interrupting me, and I'm gonna blast
Mr. Mays, stop that now.
I'm gonna blast him.
We have a point of information.
Point of information.
You can say the judge is bullying you, Mr. Davis, but Mr. Davis, you ain't been leadership, I don't guess. But you follow. You a follower, and you follow this leadership.
Point of order. What
I
that got
know
to
it.
do with what we talking about right now? Mr. Mays, you still being unprofessional, man? Talk about
No, I'm being very professional. I'm agreeing with the judge, Mr. Davis, and I'm saying you just don't understand. See, you got the worst attendance record of
Point
any
of
council person here.
Mr. Mays, let's talk about the water.
Well, I'm just trying to say why he don't understand some stuff.
Let's talk about the water.
Talk about the water, man.
Ain't no rules. He keep messing with me. I'm gonna tell on him. Worse attempt. But anyway.
Subject of the public hearing.
My name?
No, it's germane to the subject.
Jermaine. What that mean, sir?
Relate your comments to the subject of public
Relate
hearing. 180567.
That's about the budget committee, ain't it? Come in, break it down. Come in, speak in plain English, man. Come on.
It is a public hearing for ordinance number 180567, ordinance to amend chapter 18, section 18.4.1, the housing facilities of certain persons, the code of the city of Flint by adding subsection Communities First, Inc.
Hey, I'm the citizen of Flint, man. I'm speaking on the situation now. If you allow me to, with your riffraff self. And listen, and before the year go out, Miss Wilcox is doing